This is the 488 Pista. Pista being the track, and the track is where we're at, the Ferrari Fiorano track. They tell me that when I'm talking I must only drive at 40 kilometers an hour. That's actually okay, because driving this thing and talking is beyond me, driving it at full speed. It is mad. There is so much performance, so much responsiveness, so much astonishing tuning going on that makes the car react to the way you're driving. So, for example, if you go into a corner, I discovered this earlier, a bit too hot, the car starts to understeer. It won't let you oversteer on the way out, but if you go in at the right speed, it will let you side slip perfectly on the way out. The engine, they have done astounding things to the engine. There was a guy earlier on telling me about the way that they've organised the cylinder selective knock control by using the voltage at the spark plug to work out exactly what's going on with the combustion in the cylinder. They're measuring milliamps of current at the spark plug in order to do the knocking control, while at the same time the spark plug is delivering hundreds of amps in order to actually generate the spark. Makes a nice noise. That was only 40 kilometers an hour, friends. Honestly, only 40. There is astonishing grip, astonishing downforce. But even in high-speed corners, it doesn't just suddenly let go. It really keeps itself contained. The real thing is just the levity of the car, the responsiveness, the quickness, the total absence of roll and lag in anything it does, and especially the complete absence of lag in this turbocharged engine. I know of no other turbocharged engine where you would just say it doesn't feel turbocharged, but this one I'm happy with. Not just the noise, but particularly with the response. So what I'm going to do now is drive along in third gear at 3,000 RPM, and when my finger drops, my foot's going to drop. Where was the lag there? It just does it. What can you say? And all the controls like that, obviously, the brakes, the steering, no lag, no slack, not an atom of slack or delay in this car. And it's amazingly benign given the profound speed. This isn't just some rude custom wrap on a Ferrari 488. This is a prototype of the 488 Pista, the extraordinarily modified version of the GTB semi-track edition. I last night had an exceedingly lengthy briefing on all the extraordinary detailed changes they've made just to the engine. The headline figure you need to know is 720 horsepower. But the most extraordinary thing about it actually isn't the absolute power, it is the reduction in lag. It just isn't there. There is no turbo car anywhere where you press the pedal at 3,000 revs and it just goes. This one does, just goes. There is no sense of lag. It gives you a marvelous synaptic direct connection to the drivetrain of the car, and of course, everything else in the car is just as precise, just as instant, just as strong in its reaction. Some more stuff about the bodywork. If I put my arm down here, I can shake hands with myself. That provides more downforce at the front. Different intakes there. They've changed the orientation of those radiators so the air comes out through there and stays low along the side of the car, so that those intakes there, which on the regular GTB account for both the intercooler air and the engine aspiration air, just the intercooler air here, that gives you more power because you have more ability to cool the charge air. The actual charge air itself that goes into the engine goes in through there, so the rear end's all reshaped. It's amazing amount of detail work on the car. If you look here, you get a carbon fibre intake plenum, beautiful and visible. The front and rear bumpers, which are very complex mouldings, are made of carbon fibre, and they're made just over there in the Gestione Sportiva, the Formula One team workshops. Driving the thing is just off the dial, so responsive, so much assistance in making you feel like you know what you're doing. which I don't always do, it just contains its reactions, contains its motions, feels extraordinarily instant, and so much feedback in the way it reacts. It's just a gorgeous thing.